start off as I always do. Other than Ozzy, everybody available?
Yes, everyone available except from Aussie. Yeah.
And I know y'all track a lot of data on the players, but all the data looks good. Nobody's.
Everything looks positive. I mean, of course, a few players, of course, tired. Normal. It was a very intense match, and some heavy legs yesterday. Today they report much better. So, yeah, everyone good.
So, with 3 games in 8 days, any rotation on this game, or is it just about getting the points, or both?
Well, yeah, getting the points for sure. The rotation, we don't know. Of course, we have to just continue talking to the players, listening to them. We have good options if we want to rotate, if we want to continue. I think the team is robust enough to go again with the same lineup. But of course, we have to think about it.
The style y'all are playing with right now, the aggressiveness you're playing with since you came out of the international break, is this what you had envisioned for the team from the get-go, and now you have the elements to execute that vision?
Yes, I would say that again is the players always. Is the type of players we have is the understanding from their side on how we want to play and their execution. But I would say that yes, the aggression is good, the intensity is fantastic. Everyone is working both sides of the ball. That's great to us. I was highlighting, of course, the attackers. Shande coming back, sprinting back one play just from left to right, almost playing right wing back in 3 seconds. It was amazing. Thiago chasing back, Gigi chasing back, Edwin chasing back, Sava. So it's when you have that cohesion, full commitment, I think it's very easy. But with that saying, I didn't like when we are losing the control of the games. So yes, the intensity, the aggression is good, but we cannot be playing ping-pong game all the time. We are good in transition, we're scoring goals in transition, so this doesn't mean we cannot be good in transition or we're not playing in transition when we have the opportunity, but the more we can keep in control of the tempo and the possession of the ball, the better for us, because that suits better who we are and how we play.
Is there a commonality in what's going on when you lose control of the game for a few minutes? Is it just turnovers? Is it a lack of focus? Or
it's not like it makes me worry. It's for anyone. Like they have a piece of quality in attack when we have less players, and then it can be for anyone. It's an open game. I prefer to have full control of it and having, the ball more and the attacking half, countermeasures to make sure there are no transition. With this saying doesn't mean that if we have a good counter, we don't do it. Right. Of course, we have the pace, we have the players to do it, but it's not our main style.
Gigi is tied for the Golden Boot now. Amada leads in assists and is like 3rd in goal contributions or something like that. Are they playing? You mentioned on Saturday that they could be better. How can they be better?
Well, collectively, not just those two. I think they're having a great season.
Yeah.
The addition, Sava, the impact, 2 goals, 2 assists in very little games. Edwin is putting a lot. Shande, Tyler, is now the 3rd player from Atlanta with more goals. 5 goals for Tyler is something that makes us very happy. 1 more assist for Caleb. The assist and the goals from Brooks. It's multiple players. That's always a good sign of a team. We are not just depending on 2 players or 1 player. Is anyone can score, and that's good for us. With that saying, again, collectively we can do better. And for me, I come back to that: the control of the game, the possession, managing the moments of the game, not losing the advantages we are creating. I think those things are important to be a solid team. We want to be a solid team, and if the game is too open, it can be for anyone, and we don't like that.
Is it interesting to you, and what reasons might you have that the Golden Boot winner is going to finish with a fairly low total this year compared to past seasons?
Yes, I haven't looked at that. What I would say about that is this year in general, I've noticed that it's hard to take rhythm. It's been hard. Like the first 10 weeks, yes, it was long weeks and no stoppages in between, and teams can get some momentum. But when you start to play 2-3 games and then stop, and then 2-3 games and then break, and 2-3 games and then Leagues Cup, and then coming back, and then 2-3 games again, international window, it's hard to take rhythm. It's hard for teams also with the departure of some players to the internationals. I mean, it's not easy for players just to come back and just apply it right away. So that, but other than that, I don't see any other explanation.
Coach, one of the changes, it seems that y'all are now faster in transition. And on counterattacks, y'all are going faster, and it's making you more effective. Obviously, you have the new players, but has anything else really changed? What else has changed that is making you guys faster when you break forward in transition?
Well, players, yeah, I would say the most part is the players. I mean, why we signed Sava is because his directness and how direct he can attack. He's very good, not just in transition. In general, he plays and moves, and likes to make running behind. He's a very complete player. Shande is the same. I mean, with Thiago as the main commander in transition, the brain, and he dictates where the ball goes. And someone like Gigi that is always willing to do that, plus Caleb, plus Brooks, plus Muyumba. I mean, you have good players to do that. Now, we've been training, of course, a couple things, a couple ideas on how to attack in transition, certain movements, certain patterns of play that can give us in transition more possibilities to score goals. It's always decision making and execution. That's playing good football. Is good decision making with the best execution, and they've been doing great. So I would say we've been talking about that, but it's mainly the characteristics of the players.
What about DC United worries you most as you travel to face them?
They are warriors. They are a team they are very competitive, and to me, their coach, their franchise in general, when you go to their stadium, they are fighting always. And I remember this since the days where I was playing, and with Chivas I was facing DC, and Ben Olsen was one of the leaders in midfield. He was always competitive and fighting and coming at your face and that. And since those days, I remember this franchise to be like that when they're in their house. It's about pride, and every time we go there, it's been very, very tight games. Marcelino scoring twice in the last minute. It's been very tight and competitive games. So for me, it's about being ready for that battle, being ready mentally and physically for that commitment that we're going to need. And then on the soccer side, we have some ideas that I think we're in good form at the moment on the ball, but off the ball and in the 50-50 duels and the aerial duels against Benteke, how we do with those is going to dictate a big part of the game.
So it was announced this morning that Seattle Sounders are going to be rebranding. What are your thoughts on that? Have you heard anything about that?
I'm sorry, I don't know. It's news for me. I will see. What I could say is, of course, it's a fantastic franchise. One I'm very proud of being part of their history, and nothing. I think they have big good people working in their franchise, in their club, and I just wish them the best.
And finally, saw Gigi and Amar in the goals. Are they your field player goalkeepers?
I mean, Amar, I have a lot of confidence. I don't know about Gigi. He's not great. He's very good at scoring goals, but he's not very good at preventing them. But it's just a game. I mean, other times, I mean, some other players being there. And Amar is actually pretty good, pretty smart in goalkeeping. This is a game that we play every week before the game. It's called Cascaritas, and you try to play different positions, the goalkeepers outside of the goals. And today was very, very competitive, and it was a very good game.
Is exercising Silva's loan just a formality?
That's Carlos' questions as always. I don't know about that. I'm just enjoying Shande's football. He's a great player, and I think he's integrating. He's understanding very good that football is not just attacking, but it's also defending, chasing back, and that the culture of this team is about that. It's about you have to be good on both sides of the ball, and he's understanding very quickly that. And our wingers, our 10, our 9, they need to know that once we lose the ball, everybody goal-sided, everybody track back, and we have that intention to be solid in a block, and those reactions are very important. On the ball, I have no issues with Shande at all. He's a fantastic player. Okay.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay. Thank you, guys.